I'm going to demonstrate how to use pattern tiles and change colors to your fills, which is one of the new features in Make the Cut. I'm also using tiles by Lettering Delights, but you can use any small, repeatable pattern tiles. I've opened up the pumpkin from the Create a Card set and on my virtual mat, and I'm going to demonstrate now how to change the texture and colors. I'm going to first start by separating these two images a little bit so you can see which one I'm working on. And I'm going to choose the base layer of the pumpkin, right mouse click, and I'm going to do change color texture line, and I am going to select texture. I have already navigated to the folder which I keep all my textures in, but you would have the ability to navigate to wherever you need to wherever you restored those files. And I'm going to select the polka dot. Just as an FYI, you might see a detailed list where you don't see the images. It might look something like this or like this. When you first open it, you just change it with this little click of a button right here, and I like to use large icons, but if you do have the list view, when you click over it, it changes in here anyway. So I'm going to go with a polka dot. You also have the opportunity to scan something in or paste something in at this point. Click open, and I know that I want to size this down a little bit. I don't care to rotate this, but if I did want to rotate it, that's what that sliding bar would be. And then I'm going to do advanced adjust color. And I know I need to kind of mess with the hue and go this direction to get orange, and I'm getting close. And I might fiddle with the hue just a little bit. If you have a hard time dragging them small enough amounts, you can also use your arrow keys right on your keyboard. Click apply and click OK, and now it's filled. This is a setting I should have changed right from the beginning, but I'm going to change it now so you can see what this does. The default setting in this is fill and outline. I'm going to just choose fill on my mat configuration. So instead of fill and outline, I just want fill. And the default setting is green, and I'm going to choose contrast. And so now it's not transparent, and it's actually the pattern like it's going to print if I were to choose to print it. Okay, so the next one I'm going to fiddle with is this this brown elegant top piece. And you can see when I fiddle with the mat and move things around that it like defaults to what its original colors were. And that's just only for a second, and you can ignore it. It doesn't mean anything. So right mouse click over the top, change color and texture. I'm going to select texture again. The color that I had originally made is here. It's still available, but I'm going to choose from a file again, and I want a simple stripe. Click open, and I'm going to make this diagonal, and I know I'm going to mess with the color a lot. I'm going to make brown, or try to make brown. So I definitely want to mess with quite a few settings to make brown. I actually haven't made brown in here before, but whoops. There we go. And click apply. Click OK. And now it's filled. Just an FYI, when you're messing with your settings and you have a hard time making a color, sometimes it's helpful to write down the recipe for that color. The basic tiles that come from Lettering Delights is a group of 100, and they're all monotone, and it's going to be pretty much the same recipe over and over again to make the same colors. So if you know what you've done to make this brown stripe, and want to go back in and turn the polka dot brown or something like that, if you've written down your recipe, you can refer to it and make it again. And then I'm just going to move this right over on the top of the pumpkin where it goes. And now I have this adorable pumpkin ready for printing if I wanted to do like a print and cut. I'm going to select them both, right mouse click, and choose export. And I'm going to export my project to my MTC gallery and save it as new pumpkin.